Can we please talk about the baby blues and how much they don't prepare pregnant people for this massive misnomer? I had to sign a form saying that I would not shake my newborn, but no one told me, hey, you might feel like you want to unalive for the next week and a half, and that's totally normal. No one said that to me, but that's exactly what it was. For the first about week of my son's life, I was miserable. I cried hours out of the day. When the sun set, it was over. I mean, it wasn't much better during the day, but I was scared of the night because I was so hysterical every night. And I reached my breaking point on the 5th day of his life. He was in his swing, and I was sitting in front of him on my knees, sobbing inconsolably. And a friend of mine convinced me at that moment I needed to call the doctor. And so I called the doctor, and they said, this sounds like the baby blues. And I said, I don't think so. I don't know, but that does not sound like how this feels. But sure enough, about 2 or 3 days later, a flip switched, and I was perfectly fine. But in that moment, when I'm on the phone with the doctor, I said, I need help. And they said, it'll be about 2 weeks before we can see you. And I said, I don't know if I'm going to make it 2 weeks. And then I was like, but I don't know. And I don't know why I feel that way. Because at the same time, I am the happiest I've ever been in my life. And that's so scary and so confusing. You think that having a baby, everything's going to be sunshine and rainbows and everything's so happy. And you're going to be so happy and so fulfilled. And you are. You are, but at the same time, everything is dark and dreary and sad. It's so confusing. I'm a person who really likes to name my feelings, and that feeling, I don't understand. I felt two exactly opposite emotions at the exact same time, and I don't even know how to put it into words, but we need to be putting it into words. We need to be talking about it, because even if I did see it coming, it still would have been hard. But if I at least knew, hey, this is a normal thing that people feel, and you might feel it, and that's normal. At least then I would have been like, oh, this is the thing that they were talking about. But instead I was just blindsided by this really fucking confusing emotion for 7 days of my life. And 7 days is not a long time, but when you're there, when you feel that, and you know if you felt it, it's a goddamn eternity.